channel. Also, welcome if you are new. For those of you that are new, my name is Anna and this is At Home with Anna. So I've been working on some projects around the house, and when that happens, my house falls apart. And my house has certainly fallen apart. I still have some Easter decor here in my coffee bar. I have laundry to do. The whole house, minus the upstairs, which still needs to be cleaned, is just a disaster. So I need to do some deep cleaning. I wanted to get to the windows today. I'm gonna do the inside, but it's supposed to rain over the next couple days, so I'm not gonna bother with doing the outside. So you're gonna see me do the inside of the windows, and then maybe later in the video you'll see me do the outside, because I'm gonna wait for it to not have any rain in the forecast. I bought one of those things that you attach to your hose when you spray your windows. I've never used one of those before, so kind of nervous to see how that's gonna go. But we have a mess to clean. My refrigerator needs to get put back in order. I have a lot to do, and I'm not gonna get it all done in one day. My plan is, I'm gonna quit talking in just a second, but my plan is, I need to get my bedroom painted, and we have selected a color, and I will share that with you guys in today's video. But I need to get the carpet cleaned in the family room. Somebody spilled tea. I think it was Ernie. He knocked over with his foot. And there's a stain on that carpet. And that carpet is going to go into our bedroom. And we're going to be getting a new one for the family room. So I need to get that carpet cleaned. I need to clean like the window sills. I got some new cleaning tools. I finally got one of those vacuum mop things, the DINNGROOM, I think it's called. I'm so excited to use that, you guys. And then I wanted one of those steamers that like gets in the tight corners of the windows for a long time, and I picked one of those up. I was kind of getting spoiled on my birthday weekend, so Ernie, I thought, was getting me the DINNGROOM for my birthday, and I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I'll show it to you guys. And then I saw the steamer and I was like, okay, that's enough, you know, because I think the steamer was like $45 and the DINNGROOM was like $130, which was a lot of money. But and then we went to dinner that night and he surprised me with this beautiful bracelet. So I got a bracelet and I said, I wish you would have told me that you bought me something, then I wouldn't have spent the money on the other things. So anyways, I'm excited to use it. We're gonna start off in the living room, because I want to get that carpet shampooed, and I don't want to do any of it. I don't want to clean at all. I want to go play in the garden. That's what I want to do, but sadly, I have to clean the house. So I'm going to take you guys with me. Hopefully, my motivation will motivate you to motivate yourself. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean. Hopefully I'll be able to motivate you to get up off the sofa and put me on your TV and clean along with me. That way neither one of us is alone. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna play music, and then I thought I'm just gonna talk through the video. I got the itch to switch on this day after I was done cleaning the area rug, and I thought, you know, I want to change the furniture around. I'm going to change it around and see how I like it, and I love it. It just opened the space up and just makes it so much bigger. You know, after you move into a place and you live there for a few months, you kind of realize how you use the spaces and what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And this no longer makes sense for when the kids and the grandkids come over. So I decided to switch it up, and I think that it makes a lot more sense. Ernie and I are going to be able to sit together and put our coffee on the same table. You'll see, it turns out really great. So I'm going to start off by just doing the fluffing up of everything and dusting, and I get the windows done and all of that. You know, when I say my house is a mess or dirty, when I say that, it may not look dirty on camera, and I know I've said this before, the camera does not pick dirt up. It just doesn't. That's a good thing and a bad thing, I suppose. I really have to like take the camera off of the tripod and pull it over to the dirt to show you guys what it is that I'm seeing most of the time. But I want to say that I'm doing I was telling my sister that I was spring cleaning today, and she said, I doubt your house needs to be spring cleaned. Well, every house needs to be spring cleaned. It doesn't matter if you lived in the house 30 years or 3 years or 3 days. You know, you got to keep up on the housework. You don't keep up on the housework, then, you know, the house is going to get dirty. So the windowsills I had noticed were filthy. And what really needs to happen is I need to get outside and I need to clean the outside of the windows, take the screens off, but I'm going to wait, you know, until the dog days of summer probably to do that when I can be sure I'm going to have at least 2 weeks of no rain. Right now we have all those spring showers and thunderstorms happening, so it just doesn't make any sense for me to put that kind of effort into, you know, the outside when, you know, it's just going to get messed up again. So. And we're going to be having grass installed in the backyard. Oh, that's a whole thing, you guys. Everything is so expensive, you know, and you really have to, I think I mentioned in one of the videos, you know, wants and needs. You know, I've been getting quote after quote for the backyard. I was going to piecework it out, like get one guy to come do the fence and one guy to do the grass and, you know, so on and so forth. And I just got really tired of those shenanigans, and I decided to call a company to come out and give us a quote on the backyard for everything that I would, you know, want in a backyard. And it was $53,000. I mean, jaw-dropping, right? So I get hot here. I have to go change my sweatshirt. And I put a t-shirt on. It was muggy this day. Anyways, so back to backyard. So I was, you know, Ernie and I had a conversation. We have this nice patio that I'm standing on here, and it's covered. And I said, you know, if we just get grass and, you know, we put a shade in that back part to give us privacy from that house, which I love Genevieve, my neighbor. I just love her. But, you know, I don't want to stare at her every day through her window and mine. So I said, you know, put a privacy screen there and some plants, and I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace for patio furniture and some pots with plants in them and a garden. I said, that's all I need. That's all we need. I said, if we spend $53,000 on the wants, you know, how often are we really going to be hanging out in our backyard, honestly? And after talking about it, we decided to take the easy route. So I have a guy that gave me the original quote on the sod coming back out next week just to look at it again because it's been a couple of months. And anyways, he's coming out and we're going to go ahead and move forward with that. And that'll be the first step. And once I have grass back there, then, you know, I can work on the patio and get myself some patio furniture. There's lots of great deals on Facebook Marketplace. So if you're in need of something new for your outdoor space, look on Facebook Marketplace. I've seen ads. I'm not ready to buy yet, but I've seen people post, we put it together and it doesn't fit our space. It's brand new, you know, gently used, needs a good scrubbing. You know, it just really depends on how much you want to spend. But wow, you can get some really great deals on patio furniture and stuff. So excited about that because I want to get a grill. Summer's coming and I grill in the summer. I love to grill. So I'm, you know, excited about that aspect. But right now, the rabbits and the birds are enjoying the weeds. Especially I have a baby bunny that lives on my back patio. He was about the size of my fist when we first found him. And I have a storage, one of those plastic storage sheds. Oh, do you see how dirty my windowsills were? And it's where we stored all of our outdoor pillows. Actually, I don't remember what's in there now. We haven't opened it since moving here. When it was in storage, it was wrapped in plastic. It's still wrapped in plastic, but it's just sitting on our back porch. But that's where he's living, behind there. When we found him, he was the size of my fist. Now he's about the size of my hand. And he just hangs out on my back patio. And when he's hungry, he goes out to the weeds and he nibbles. But he's got to go because I do not want him finding anything else. He has not, knock on wood, he has not found my front garden, which I have been working very hard on to get beautiful. And my HOA did recently, oh, just pause for a second. Do you love this shot? I did a side-by-side. So you guys didn't have to watch me clean every single window. I figured I'd show you 2 at one time. Pretty good, huh? I'm getting good at this editing thing. Anywho, I did just get approval from my HOA for some projects that I want to do on my property, and so I'm super excited. I'm going to be starting a brand new garden on either side of my driveway, at the foot of my driveway. So very excited about that. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but I love creating gardens. I love playing in the garden. I'm not a gardener. Well, I guess I am a gardener, but I'm not like a professional. I don't know a lot about gardening. I only say I'm a gardener because I garden, but I'm not, you know, one of those people that can tell you about, you know, the technical things that happen in a garden. I just know that I like something and I read, and if it says that I can plant it where I want to plant it, then I plant it. And I just take care of it, and hopefully, cross my fingers, it's going to grow. So anyways, I'm super excited to start on some more outdoor projects. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video. My intention for this video was to get the whole entire downstairs cleaned, but I only made it to the family room and the kitchen and the coffee room because it was a lot of work, and it's a 39-minute video, and I've sped it up and cut out as much as I could cut out, and it's still 39 minutes long. Maybe I don't need to show you guys everything. Maybe I'm showing too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm not really good at this editing part of it, of how much am I supposed to show you. I edit videos based on the way I like to see videos. Maybe I'm doing that wrong, but, you know, like, should I cut stuff out, and am I showing too much? You know, I feel like you guys want to see the whole process, so I show you the whole process, you know. I don't know. Anywho, it's a 39-minute video, so hopefully you guys are up for it. But it is jam-packed with some cleaning motivation, let me tell you. It is jam-packed. So I worked really hard on over 2 days and getting this you know, these areas cleaned up, and it felt really good to have at least the main part of the downstairs super clean. It just felt really good. I'm going to get to my bedroom. I am working on, I told you I was going to show you the color. I am going to show you guys the color. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put the color up here for you guys. And this is the color that we chose to paint our bedroom. And after trying 8 or 9 colors, I finally went back to this color. And it's Agreeable Gray by Sherwin-Williams. And it is because we loved it so much in our last house, and I told Ernie, why did we not think about that? So we got to get the bedroom painted. I got to do a clean in there and get the bedroom painted, and I got some new bedding to put on there. What else? I got the window treatments are taken care of. I need to find some artwork for in there, and, you know, I got some stuff to do in there. So this is the area rug that's going to go in there, and it's filthy. You can kind of see, I don't know, it's kind of hard to pick up on camera. My camera was filming so dark. I know it was a dark, gloomy couple of days. My house was not bright at all. I had every light turned on. So I think I did something to my camera. You'll see in the upcoming clips where I had to brighten it in my editing portion because it was so dark when I was filming. I don't know what I did, but I don't know how to work my camera. I mean, I don't know what all these buttons are for, so I'm not really good at that kind of stuff. I need to go into like Best Buy and say, hey, can you tell me how to use this thing? I don't know, but either way, hopefully you guys can pick up on you know what I'm showing you here. When I vacuum, oh, this rug, you guys, this is not dust. This is the fibers from the rug. Every single time I vacuum this rug, it's canister after canister full of fibers from this rug. Oh, so maybe it doesn't get on your clothes. It doesn't get on your socks or anything like that. It's just when I vacuum. Maybe that's why it was at Home Goods. Maybe that's a defect. I'm not sure. It's less and less each time since I've gotten it, so that's good. But my God, when I first got this carpet, I was having to empty that canister I don't know, I was going over the carpet 3-4 times and emptying that canister constantly. So it's just so many fibers. And so I was worried when I went to go use my carpet machine that it was going to clog it up and ruin it, because it's brand new, my Hoover here. And I, had never used it before. And I thought, gosh, are these fibers going to ruin my carpet machine? You'll see that I have to clean them out of the little rolly brush thing often. But this sucker does a good job. The suction on this thing is good, really good. Now, tea is something that, you use to stain things, so I wasn't super hopeful that I was going to get these stains out completely. But I did decide to go ahead and use some Folex to try and help it along and let that sit. I let that sit for probably about 10 minutes, and then I went in to go shampoo. And it does a pretty decent job, but either way, that area is going to be under our bed, so it's not going to be seen. So I wasn't super concerned about the fact that there were stains, but, I did want to know that I pulled out what I could pull out before putting it in my bedroom. But I love this machine. It was my first time using it, and I was so stoked at the suction. I have a carpet machine at the apartment in California, and it's a smaller one. And I bought it for area rugs because that's, all I had. And I don't feel like the suction was as good as this one. This one just has some killer suction on it. So it did a pretty darn good job of pulling up dirt. I show you the tanks. I emptied it a couple of times, and it did a pretty darn good job, and always feels good when I shampoo an area rug. So anyways, but I've got lots of things going on here around the house. I mean, isn't there always things going on? There's a lot of wants, things that I want. But I'm just taking my time and, doing what I can do. I'm not going to make myself go broke to get everything done in the house, and just really concentrating on what we need. And that kind of, goes, like, look what it's pulling up. Look what this thing is pulling up out of my carpet. It's the fibers. And then they're wet, so that's yucky. I'm gonna drink some water here. But anyway, so what was I saying? I lost my train of thought already. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have some more additions. I got the sign or the art that Ernie wanted for his man cave came. I also got a coffee table for up there. You guys won't see it in this video, but I'll do a home update video. So you guys can see all those kinds of things. That's super exciting. Did I say a ceiling fan? I got a ceiling fan for up there too. That is on its way, so Ernie will have to install that when he gets home. So it's coming along, and I think I mentioned in the last video that Ernie and he was super excited when he came home and saw his man cave, and I do want to address that. I did get a comment from somebody saying, well, it doesn't look like a man cave. Well, maybe it doesn't look like a man cave for your man, but it's a man cave for my man. Ernie is not the kind of guy, and never has been, the kind of guy that needs a space that's full of neon signs and, football helmets and hockey sticks and whatever else. When you think of a man cave, that kind of stuff. He's more of loungy, cigar, whiskey kind of thing. So that is why our man cave may look different than your man cave. So I did want to just address that really quickly, because I thought, it's not really fair to say it doesn't look like a man cave. It may not look like your man cave, but it's our man cave, and Ernie enjoys it. It's more like a man lounge. Maybe I should have reworded it, like a man lounge than, I don't know. It'll all make sense when we get those built-ins done. So what I was saying was, when he came home and he saw it, he got really excited to get that bar done. So look at that water. Oh my gosh. I guess it's not horrible. And the stains, they pretty much came out. I mean, they don't look as bad as they did, but they're still there for sure. But like I said, it's going underneath the bed, so you won't even see them. But I'm going to get it rolled up and taken into my bedroom so I can get these floors cleaned and rearrange the furniture. But anyways, we went to Lowe's to go get the stuff to, you know, so I could plant. Oh, I got to water those too. The trees and everything, the plants up on the balcony. And we went and looked at the unfinished cabinets, the base cabinets. And we found what we wanted and did all the measuring and everything. And so I think we're going to be starting on that pretty soon. That's pretty exciting. They sell the butcher block there, which is probably the most expensive part of the whole thing. I have the paint to paint it, so we don't need to buy that. I have leftover iron ore. So I don't need to buy that. So that's really cool. I think it'll just be like the knobs, which we can get, you know, fairly inexpensive. The butcher block, I think, is maybe like $300. That is the most expensive part of the whole thing. The cabinets themselves are pretty affordable, the unfinished ones. So that's exciting. So I think we're going to be starting on that. Now here's my Tinko, you guys. I love this thing. Now here's why I wanted one. You can't really see that it's wetting. My floor doesn't show water. It just doesn't show very good. But I promise you it's cleaning it. I can't see it on camera. I don't know if you guys can, but in real life I could see it. It was awesome. But this thing is awesome, and I got it because my whole downstairs is this this vinyl laminate flooring, and I vacuuming the whole thing and then mopping it was breaking my back, and I just wanted something that was easy breezy. Check it out, guys. I love it. It looks so good. I ended up pushing that sofa all the way up against the wall, so that little seating area is pushed even further away from the chair and table. You'll see me do it with my leg here in a little bit. It looks so good. Now I got to get an area rug, so I got to go out searching for that this week. But anyways, I want something with more color. Something with more color. I think I want more blue. I don't know, like baby blue, not baby blue, more like a ocean blue. I don't know. I'll know it when I see it, I suppose. If there's a company out there that wants to sponsor me, I'd be more than happy. I'd take a 10 by 11, please. Thank you very much. But no, I'm kidding. Not really. I do need to go out and I hate hunting for area rugs. I just do. I get something in my head, like I just told you, and then I don't see anything that I like because I have it in my head what I want, and that is what I want. And I end up going from store to store to store to store, and anyways, so like I said, there's lots of things that I still need to do in this house, but for the most part, if I were to stop today, this is when I moved that whole seating area up against the wall. If I were to stop today with doing anything in my house, it would be great. It would be just perfect, you know, but it's not done in my eyes. I did have somebody ask if I was going to get an area rug for the dining room table area. I'm not sure. I really am not sure if I'm going to do that or not. There's a couple reasons why. I have found over the years that it is more sanitary to not have a dining room rug underneath your dining room table because, you know, spills and, you know, and what have you. I like the fact that I can just, you know, now with my Tinko, I can vacuum and mop all at the same time. But every single time the kids are here, you know, they spill or they drop stuff, and, you know, I don't want to have to worry about that. So, I don't think I'm going to get one. You guys are going to see me wash this area rug. It's the second time that I've washed it. The one here in my kitchen. And oh my gosh, I was so scared the first time that I washed it, and it came out fabulous. You guys are going to see. But now we've moved on to the kitchen. So I get to where I you know, get the dishwasher loaded and make the kitchen look halfway decent, and then I stop for the day. And then you'll see me in different clothes back in the kitchen again. Yeah, that's how I clean house. You know, I go until I can't go no more. I don't want to spend my whole entire day cleaning, you know, and then I stop and here it is. This is the next day, picking up where I left off. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to get everything taken off the kitchen counters and give it a good wipe down, the backsplash. The stove was filthy. You guys will see that in a minute. I wanted to get the dishwasher unloaded. You know, just give the kitchen a good clean, the stove, the sink, the refrigerator, like I mentioned before, needed to be straightened out. There was a lot of food that had gone sour in there. Felt so guilty throwing it away, but, you know, it is what it is. And so I needed to get that cleaned out. I didn't get to my pendant lights. They weren't horrible. And anytime I go back and I edit, I'm like, oh, you should have done this. Oh, you should have done that. Nah, it's good. It's all good. They look okay. I didn't get to my chalkboard on this day. It's like I said, it was a lot. I mean, I'm going really fast. This is sped up ×4. So imagine if I wouldn't have sped it up. It'd be like a 5-hour video. Anyways, I did a lot. I got a lot done, a lot accomplished. And like I said, I don't like to spend my entire day cleaning. You know, I like to do other things, watch movies, I don't know, go to the Target, just get out of the house, you know, sometimes. Talk to my girlfriend, talk to my sister, you know, there's just things that I like to do. Sometimes I just like to veg, you know, and not do anything. So I don't clean all day. When I clean, I get to where I'm done, you know, like, okay, I've accomplished enough. But when I said my house is a mess, and it still is, I still need to do laundry, and I need to get to the office. But here I am throwing my area rag. You would think that thing wouldn't fit in the washer, but it does. It does. And it washes and dries beautifully. It is Better Homes and Gardens from Walmart. And if you're looking for an area rag that you can throw into the washing machine when you need it cleaned, there's your, and it's super inexpensive. So I think $59 or something like that, and it's amazing. I love it. I wish they sold them bigger. Anywho, I decided to deep dive and get some cleaning products that everybody's been raving about, the pink stuff. I love it. It smells really good. It has kind of like a grapefruity smell, and it did just as good as the Barkeeper's Friend, which is like my holy grail of cleaning products. I love that stuff. But it wipes up it did just as good with the same amount of scrubbing as Barkeeper's Friend, but it wipes up better than Barkeeper's Friend. Barkeeper's Friend, if you've used it, you know what I'm talking about. It tends to take forever to get it up off the surface. The pink stuff was much quicker to do that with. So that was nice. So I love this stuff, and I think I'm going to keep it in my arsenal of cleaning products. It did just a great job. But anytime my stove is clean and my sink is clean, I feel like my house is clean. I don't know. It's weird. The sink, if you don't get that clean, you know, it can start to smell. You know what I'm jealous of? I'm jealous of the girls that can pull that black thing out of their sink drain and wash it. I can't. How do y'all do that? I can't do it. You'll see me stick my hand in there and try and pull it out. I can't. Mine does not come out. So, am I doing something wrong? Am I supposed to like twist and turn something? I don't know. But I often wonder, what does that sink black thing look like? And when I see theirs, it's disgusting. So mine has got to be really bad because I can't take mine out and clean it. But maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe there's a way that I'm supposed to be able to do that. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, on this day I was, you know, it took me a couple days to do these 2 areas of the house because I was doing a lot, you know. But I was tired. I think it's because I've been working on so many projects, and then what I didn't film, I think I mentioned Ernie and I had revamped the garden in the front of the house. And when I say revamp it, we pulled everything but the hollies, and there's 2 other plants in there that we didn't pull. So the hollies and 2 other plants, everything else we pulled. We pulled a tree out. we pulled everything out. And then we bought a rototiller, one of those little mini ones, you know, for like personal gardening, not anything super huge. And we rototilled that in with some compost, and that took us a good portion of the day. And once we got, you know, the garden rototilled and we got some good soil, you know, amended in there, then we went back to the nursery and we decided, you know, what we wanted to plant in there. And so, yeah, so we did that, and that was an exhausting day, but so rewarding, you know, to see that you did. And I can imagine what it's going to look like when it's all grown and mature. It's going to look beautiful. So anyhow, then I started on the guest room, and then I did the loft, and so I've had a lot of projects going on, and it's, you know, it's tiring. I'm not the youngin' I used to be, that's for sure. So it's tiring. So, and then I don't sleep well when Ernie's home. Not for the reason you guys might think, but because I snore. Yep, I'm saying it on the internet. I'm putting it out there, and I don't even care. I'm a snorer. I snore. And Ernie teases me about it. He doesn't snore. So there you go. You know, they always make it seem like the men are the snorers and the women are the quiet ones. No, not in our bedroom. Ernie does not snore unless he's super, super tired, and then it's barely even a snore. But I snore, and he teases me about it. So when he's home, I wake myself up constantly throughout the night because I'm afraid I'm keeping him awake because I'm snoring. It's a whole thing. So I don't sleep well when he's home. And then when he leaves that night, I always sleep in the following day. So that he had left, and that he stayed an extra day, I think I mentioned. So he left, and on that Tuesday night, on Wednesday, I didn't wake up until almost 9 a.m. in the morning. I mean, that is crazy. I love when that happens, actually, but that's how tired I was. And so that was the first day that you guys saw me cleaning. I woke up at 9, almost 9 that morning, and, you know, I had my coffee and, you know, woke up, and I was like, I don't want to clean, but I have to. I have to clean. I have to. And so, you know, this is my job. This is, you know, what I do. So anywho, that first day I was just blah. Well, then on the second day I was still not into it. It's like, I don't want to clean, but I had to, you know. The coffee bar was, you know, Eastery for long enough, and it was time for me to put back some normal decor. And you know, it's not the way I exactly am gonna want it for, you know, forever. Like I said, for summer I'm gonna switch everything up. But anywho, you know, but I needed to get it done, and I needed to get the floors clean because, you know, there were some coffee spills and just, you know, what have you. And I had a box I was tossing, like my coffee pods in, and those had spilled on the floor. And so, you know, the refrigerator, like I said, I need to get the trash was coming the following day after cleaning the kitchen, and so I needed to get the refrigerator cleaned out and get any spoiled food out into the trash can, and wash the dishes that were sitting in the sink from emptying, you know, the food out, and, you know, just all the things. You know, you can see my laundry room needs to be straightened out, but, you know, really, the laundry room is not a big deal to me because it's really just a basket of laundry. But the areas of the house that I live in, like the kitchen, family room, those are the areas that bother me the most when they're dirty, because I'm in there and I can see it's in my face constantly, you know. So this pink stuff, you see me trying to get that black thing out, it would not come out. I was like, "Arr!" But this pink stuff works bomb, you guys. If you've not tried it, I don't know if I'd like it in the paste. I don't think I've used it in the paste. I haven't. I have not used it in the paste. This, the creamy stuff that comes in this bottle is probably what I'll continue to use, but it works really, really good. Like I said, Barkeeper's Friend is my my favorite, but if I could find something like this that doesn't smell like Barkeeper's Friend and is easier to get off surfaces, and win-win. So anywho, now I'm going to get things put back on the counters. I like to take things off the counters, you know, and clean them every once in a while and kind of live with the blank space, and you'll see I kind of switch things around a little bit. And I really enjoy doing that. This is the yellow. I bought that at Home Goods, and I think that's the color I'm gonna go with in my kitchen. So I wanted to get that put up there because I think that is, I wanted to live with it for a hot second and see. But anyways, now we're gonna get on to using my tin coat to get the floors clean. And the water was so filthy. I pulled out that tank and emptied it into the toilet. I should have taken the camera with me. Shocking. So here's the funny thing about this. When I use my O-Cedar, it's not an O-Cedar, which one? The Libman, it's just like the O-Cedar, the spin mop. My floor, the water is never dirty. And it shocks me. I mean, it's dirty, don't get me wrong. It's like barely dirty, like barely anything, which makes sense because we don't wear shoes in our house, okay? And the only time we wear shoes in our house, I shouldn't say never, never is a long time. The only time that we do wear shoes in our home is if we're hosting company, not family, but company, and we will wear our shoes in the house because we do not ask our guests to take their shoes off, and we don't want them to feel uncomfortable. So we will wear our shoes in the house when we have guests, and that's just the way that is. But I'm here mostly by myself, and so, you know, it always made sense to me that my mop water would not be so filthy. I'd be like, okay, not a big deal, but at least I know the floors are clean. I was shocked when I emptied the tank on this. Darn it, I wish I would have showed y'all, but it was actually dirty. Now that could be because I haven't mopped since Easter, and we had a lot of people here on Easter, and you know, that could be why the floor was much filthier. Also, you're going to see the spill right there to the left, which is what I was talking about with the coffee pods, and it just took that right up. Amazing, just amazing. But we're approaching the finish line here. Look how nice the carpet came out. Doesn't shrink, doesn't get weird. It's just like the day I bought it. We're going to go ahead and put this one back, and we're going to get it shampooed, and that is going to be the end of the video. That is all I got done on these 2 days. I hope that you guys are motivated now to tackle some projects in your home or to deep clean, get those windows done, get those windowsills clean, shampoo some carpets. Hopefully I was able to motivate you guys to do that. That is the whole purpose behind these videos. I like watching cleaning videos because I like cleaning videos, but they always motivate me. I mean, they make me feel guilty actually, but anyways, that is all for today's video, and I hope that it brought you guys some joy and some motivation and all of those things, and I want to thank you guys for staying till the end because 39 minutes is a long time. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!